One of the most famous Matrix theories is that the real world is another layer of the simulation. This theory is perhaps as old as the first Matrix movie itself, and the Matrix Resurrections might have given us new clues that suggest this theory could be true, and the creator of this false reality was the Analyst. In this video, we will be analyzing again the theory of the Matrix within the Matrix, and the new clues found in Matrix Resurrections. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
First, let's recall what the Matrix within the Matrix theory is about. This theory proposes that all simulations in the Matrix, including what is perceived as the real world, are part of the same system. It suggests that all humans, including those who lived in Zion and in the new city of Io, are in a dream state. The hellscape that is planet Earth is, in fact, just another layer of the Matrix. This layer of reality was designed to manipulate humans into believing that they have achieved freedom, but in truth, it is a false awakening that humans can never escape. How do we know this to be true? Are there any signs of this? Well, Neo's ability to access the Matrix without the need of cables or computers is a pretty big hint. That ability allowed him to enter the world that sits between the Matrix and what is considered to be the real world. This fact suggests that there is something that unites these worlds beyond a mere internet connection. Neo could have technology implanted in his brain that allows him to connect to the Matrix wirelessly. This hypothesis is reinforced by Neo using his powers in the real world. In Matrix Revolutions, Neo, despite losing his vision, can still see the machines approaching his ship. This is reminiscent of the first Matrix movie, where Neo, after dying and resurrecting, could see the Matrix in code form, which gave him the power to destroy Agent Smith. Thus, even after going blind in the third movie, Neo still has sight. He has developed abilities that can be used beyond the first layer of reality, the simulation, which indicates that the second layer of reality, the real world, is equally false. It's just another part of the Matrix where the one can modify the code. There is more evidence to support the theory though. For example, when Neo meets the Oracle, he also meets the boy who gives him the bent spoon. The spoon was meant to make Neo question reality. This spoon boy often interferes in the lives of those who are about to be awakened or those who do not understand the Matrix. The intriguing thing is that later, the boy sends a spoon to Neo when he is in Zion, the supposed real world, as if he wants to remind him that everything is an illusion. Additionally, Agent Smith demonstrates his ability to possess awakened humans, infecting the mind of a red pill, similar to how he does it in the Matrix. Smith is also shown to have powers in the real world. Now recall that the architect revealed to Neo that Zion has been destroyed several times, followed by a reboot of the Matrix, suggesting that the machines are not only responsible for the destruction of the city, but also for the creation of its replacement. This is a strategy known as controlled opposition. In the first film, Smith mentions that the machines created a paradise, a perfect version of the Matrix for the humans, which many rejected. Humans, according to him, need conflict and struggle. They need to fight and find a savior. According to the architect, Neo is an anomaly in the code, a predictable result, yet difficult to eliminate. The machines have fabricated the entire history of Zion, the real world, and the path of the One to keep humans busy. The Matrix could have many more versions, with different renditions of the real world. Now, this was the conversation regarding the theory, but after the release of Matrix Resurrections, new clues emerged that made the Matrix within the Matrix theory even more plausible. The biggest piece of evidence arises when the Analyst mentions that he tried to reactivate the anomaly through multiple simulations using Trinity, keeping her close but not too close to Neo. In the real world, specifically inside the Anomalium, Neo and Trinity are living in special pods across from each other. In one flashback, before they were placed into these new pods, Neo was trying to use his powers on the Sentinels. This is in the real world. But remember, the Analyst said that he went through multiple simulations to restart the anomaly by keeping Neo and Trinity close to each other.
Every sim where you two bonded, let's just say bad things happened.
The Anomalium, which is supposedly located in the real world. Neo and Trinity might have been trapped in looping simulations of the real world. If this were the case, we wouldn't know for sure if the real world in Matrix 4 is real or another simulation. Other details that don't make sense in the real world are Neo and Trinity's physical appearances and the supposed development of the city of Io, a city of such caliber and size being built in less than 6 decades? Yeah, we don't believe it. Now, if the theory of a matrix within the matrix is true, it would make sense why the analyst, after being defeated, reappeared.
How dramatic.
The analyst needed Thomas to believe that he had reawakened in the real world, because like Trinity, Thomas's awakening is necessary for the integral anomaly to activate. It's no coincidence that in Matrix 4, Thomas had to go through almost all the same steps that he went through in the first movie. It was all part of the same system of control in the analyst's attempt to reactivate the anomaly. If the real world is part of the simulation, created exclusively to reactivate the anomaly, then it did its job. In the end, we saw the anomaly reemerge in Neo and Trinity. Now then, if Neo is trapped between simulations, the city of Io must also be fake, and it hasn't been 60 years since Neo defeated Smith, as he is made to believe. Neo might still be trapped in the Matrix, and Morpheus is still alive, looking for him. The Matrix Resurrections was only a dream. But do you agree? What do you think about the Matrix within the Matrix theory? Was the real world a simulation created by the analyst to reactivate the integral anomaly?
Back to the Matrix, where the lines fell true. Walking through a dream, where the skies weren't blue. In this real life nightmare, I'm just a pawn.
Goddamn you, Cypher!
Lost in the battle, from dusk till dawn. In these empty halls, echoes of a digital love. Trinity of phantom in the world above. Slaves for a cause that I can't even see. In the Matrix was the only place to be. Bring me back to the Matrix, where I could feel where the scars were revealed, and the steel wasn't steel in the arms of a dream.
For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.